principal of Pam Golding Properties, and my business spans from Durban North through to La Lucia, Umhlanga, Umhloti and Sibaya now, which is a great new burgeoning precinct. I've had a really colourful career path. It's been a roller coaster ride, and I'm incredibly grateful for the people who've been there along the way. I left varsity having done an LLB and got swept up into the world of modelling and television, which distracted me a little bit from the corporate space. But then reality hit when I started edging towards 30 and I wanted to have a family. And I married a Cape Townian, so I ended up following my heart and moved there. I never really settled in Cape Town. I'm a Maritzburg girl actually, and my heart was in KZN and my family was still here, so I was really yearning to come home, and I chatted to my mom and I was desperate to find a reason to relocate my family. And she had been working with the Pam Golding group for several years, so I knew Andrew Golding and Pam well, and it just so happened fortuitously that Andrew wanted to open a flagship branch in Durban and he was looking for a manager. So I leapt at the opportunity, packed up my whole little family, happiest decision I ever made. But then it was 2008. So Andrew and I had some heartfelt conversations about what we were going to do, and Andrew offered me the opportunity of buying the Durban North franchise. So in the middle of this volatile economy, I took the risk and I leapt into entrepreneurship, and I had this vision that we needed to be a super franchise in KZN, but I didn't have the funds to do it myself, so I engineered a JV and a merger, and I got myself partners and managed to create this amazing super franchise. So we started with 10 agents, 2 staff members. We've now got a staff complement of almost 65. I would never have done it on my own. I've got my business partners to thank, I've got the Golding family to thank, I've got my own family to thank, and I'm finally sort of feeling like we're seeing the fruits of all that labour. So I'm going to talk about people who I see as my mentors. My parents have been a huge inspiration to me my whole life. They've always been moral and ethical, and that's the way that I like to run my business. And then I am grateful to have had Pam Golding's influence in my life. She came in as a little shining beacon of hope for women actually, because she brought compassion and empathy and all these sort of very feminine characteristics into a really cutthroat property industry, and it's always been my goal to do the same. And then I was very privileged to meet Nelson Mandela in 1996. I was invited to his home for tea, and I was also just blown away by his humility. And he sat there and he held my hand. Sorry, I'm gonna get emotional. You know, here's a man who's saved our country. So I have tried to emulate him in my business practice, and that's probably why I'm a servant leader. I just think it's incredibly empowering to lead from behind and to promote your people. Being a woman in business, it's all about authenticity and integrity. So I think that women naturally have a different approach to business than men do. I think we need to own our womanhood, and I think we need to bring our compassion and our heart and our soul into our businesses. We're actually in the service industry, and our duty and responsibility is to help our clients find their dream homes. I've always said to my agents, we're in a really cutthroat industry. It's highly competitive, and I want to be the leader that's all about people, nurturing and fostering relationships with your clients, and to do it for the love of helping people, because that's what makes it so rewarding. I think one of the hardest things about being a woman in business is finding the balance. I also am a firm believer in the value of strategic alliances, of collaboration, of teamwork. So I'm the first person to bring in partners, and I think if you get all the right people in the right places, then your business grows and thrives, and then you do have the freedom to be a mother as well, and go and watch those ballet shows and be there when your 6'3", 14-year-old is playing basketball. So I think that's where I've been very lucky. I've found the right people, and having partners has enabled me to get that balance. I happy with what I've achieved? I think this is probably my lifelong dilemma. In a nutshell, no. I don't think I'll ever be satisfied. I'm always going to be restless and wanting more. I lie in bed at night and I strategize about what I can do better, what opportunities I can unlock. I've always been very achievement orientated and I never rest on my laurels, and I think sometimes my husband wishes that I would. To go back and talk to my younger self, I think the lessons I would want to leave with her. Number one, just trust. Don't worry so much about the future. Everything is cyclical. And be authentic, have integrity, because if you have an ethical business, then I think you are poised for growth and success. And then give generously. That's the beauty of success, is having the ability to share with others and help those in need. And then most importantly, you have to feed your soul. If you're feeding your soul, then you're not going to burn out, and then you're able to shine your light on others. I think that's probably what I'd tell myself. Take a chill pill, Carol. One of the things that's helped me a lot in my business practice is remembering some of Pam Golding's very powerful words. Nothing worth having is ever built alone. And I think that's critical. So thank you, Pam, for those wise words.